it's Alluring Simmer here with the first part of my new LP. So basically this LP is based off the show The Fresh Prince of Bel Air, and if you know the show, then you'll probably understand like why the characters are the way they are, like how I chose their traits and stuff, and I hope that like the traits kind of resemble what their characters are supposed to be. So I'm gonna briefly go through the characters, um, and then like maybe show you around the house, and then afterwards we're just gonna get straight into playing the game. So this LP is gonna be about their life. It's mostly gonna be focusing on Will, obviously, because he's like the main character of the show, and I don't really want it to be exactly like the show. It's just gonna be like loosely based off the show. So some of the way that they act and things that they do might be similar to the show, but it's not going to be the same. So first off, I'm going to introduce all the characters. So let's start off with Philip Banks. So Philip Banks is Will, who we're going to get to later on. He's Will's uncle. However, in this game, I couldn't get him to actually be his uncle, so they're technically roommates, but we're just going to assume that that's his uncle. So yeah. So Philip Banks, or Uncle Phil in the show, he is a mailroom technician right now because he's in the business career. Like obviously in the show he was like a lawyer, I believe, and then he eventually became a judge, but there's no lawyer career or anything like that. So I'm just gonna do business, and he'll like eventually progress and be like a great business guy. So his traits I chose for him are right over here. So he's hot-headed, lazy, and foodie, and then business savvy from his aspiration, which is to be a mansion baron, and he's already level 3 out of 4 because of the home that they're living in. So yeah, that's pretty much Phil. He's married to Vivian, who you're also going to see later, and his 3 children are Carlton, Hillary, and Ashley, which I'm also going to introduce later. And there are also other characters that I made from the show that are around like the neighborhood and also in other neighborhoods. So you probably see them throughout and like tell you when they come up. So also the next character is Carlton, who is sort of like the nerd. He's Will's cousin, obviously, and pretty much I chose for him bookworm, genius, and snob, which is similar to his character. And he also got quick learner because of his aspiration, which is nerd brain or prudent student. Because in the show, like he's really into his studies and he always wants to be the one to get into the great university, and that's just who he is. So yeah. We have Ashley here, and she wants to be the friend of the world. That's her aspiration, and her traits are good, music lover, and gregarious. So basically in the show, I'm going to explain how they are in the show just so you can kind of understand more about who they are supposed to be. She was really into music, like she loved singing. When she was younger, she would play the violin and all these other instruments and do all these things and extracurriculars because that's what her parents wanted her to do. But later on, she wants to become like a singer. There's no singing career in The Sims, but I'll probably have her be like a musician or something later on. But she's currently a teen. Carlton's a young adult, and their parents are not young adults. Their parents are adults. So now we have Will, who is like the main character and the main focus of this LP. He is romantic, dance machine, childish, and his aspiration is serial romantic, which gave him the alluring trait. So yeah, I feel like that suits his character because in the show he used to be with like a lot of girls, and look, the reward trait is player. Players will never cause other Sims to get jealous no matter what they do. That just seems like the kind of character or the kind of traits that he would have in the show. So yeah, this is Will, main character. Technically in the show he's actually only Vivian's nephew, but like by marriage he's Uncle Phil's nephew as well. So I guess the fact that he's not actually his nephew in this LP doesn't really matter that much. Okay, so now we have Vivian. Um, so yeah, she is Uncle Phil's or Phil Banks' wife. He's also not he. She's also the mother of Carlton, Hillary, and Ashley. Her traits are ambitious, self-assured, and family-oriented, and she's business savvy. So her job is also in the business career. She wants to be fabulously wealthy. That's her aspiration. And if you may not have noticed, she is pregnant because in the show they actually do end up having another child named Nikki or Nicholas. I don't remember. It's Nikki. That's what they call him. So basically, in this LP, I'm gonna have her like eventually have him. If it ends up being a girl, then whatever. We'll just give it. They could still be named Nikki, and it'll still be the same character, just not a boy. Um, but yeah, so that's her. Um, so Joffrey or Jeffrey, I'm just gonna say Jeffrey. He is their butler. His name is actually Jeffrey Butler. In the show. So his traits are neat, perfectionist, and goofball because he's kind of silly in the show and he's really sarcastic, but there's no like sarcastic traits, so I just chose goofball. He also wants to be fabulously wealthy, but his job doesn't pay him much. I didn't give him a job because like he's their butler, so I'm just gonna have him like pretty much clean up and make food for the family and stuff like that. And then last but not least, we have Hillary, who is also not having a job in the show. I think she's like a weather girl or something, but there's nothing like that. So I think I might have her open up her own retail store. I'm not really sure yet, but I feel like that's something she would do. Um, so yeah, her traits are materialistic, snob, and clumsy. Um, I think I chose clumsy because she's kind of like ditzy, kind of like stupid in the show, but there's no like I can't really say that she's stupid. That's just not a thing. That's not a trait you can choose. So I just chose clumsy. She also wants to be fabulously wealthy. Again, doesn't have a job. So the only ones with jobs are Vivian and Philip. Will, Carlton, Ashley, and Hillary and also Jeffrey don't have jobs just because it just makes sense. Um, in this part, I'm probably going to be focusing on just, I don't know, making friends, meeting new people with, and I'll be playing with Will the most probably because he's the main character, so it makes sense. And yeah, so I hope I didn't ramble on for too long and that it wasn't too bad. So we're going to, I think I'm going to give you guys like a quick house tour. I'm not going to show you all the details. I think you'll see it throughout the LP, and I might do like a house tour sort of video, if that makes sense, where you can actually see like everything in the home and like more detail. But I obviously won't be doing like a speed build because I didn't film me building this. I just built it. It took me a while. It took me like a couple days. Not the entire day, like a couple hours each day. But yeah, I tried to make it look as much like the real thing as I could. So I'm gonna go into, I'm just gonna zoom out a bit. So so right here is the outside of the house. If you see the show, then it looks pretty similar. I used like a picture from the show to like figure out how it's supposed to look. Out here we have like a fire pit sort of thing. I don't know if they actually have that. I just added it. I know they had like a grill and a sort of like table, like a picnic table sort of thing. So I just added that. I know they had a pool. I don't know if it was this big, but I just made it really big because it's a mansion and it fills up some space. The backyard's kind of bare because I don't really know what to add. If you have any ideas of what I should add to the backyard, then just let me know. Because it would be nice to have more stuff back there, but for now I don't have much. So right here is actually the pool house. So technically the pool house is actually supposed to be a separate room, but I had like space inside the house and nothing to put in there, so I just decided to attach it to the actual house. So this is where Hillary is gonna live. She has like a little living area. Let me put walls down. She has a little living area right here, a kitchen, which she probably will never use because she doesn't really cook in the show. She just kind of like she's kind of a snob, so like she gets Jeffrey to do everything for her. We have the bathroom and like a little closet. Well, not a little closet. It's a big closet. And then over here, okay, well, some of the stuff disappeared because I don't know. I guess because I used the what's it called? Like the 9 key to put them up. So I'm probably gonna just delete this stuff. In fact, I'll do it right now. Why not? It was like set up really nice, like a little dining table, but I guess once you actually go in the game, like it shows up with the little older things. So we'll just leave the table. This room is probably going to be locked off for most of the LP, unless they have like a dinner party or something, because like they don't really need to go in here, and I kind of just made it for the looks. It's just a dining room. There's not much to it. Okay, so yeah, let's move on. So here's the hallway. When I think it's in like the first episode, you see the hallway. I don't know if you've seen other episodes, but I based off the first episode. And this is what I thought it looked like. And then the living room is like the main room in the show. It's like where they spend most of their time, I would say, if they're not like at another place or they're not, you know, in the kitchen or something. Like the kitchen and the living room are the main scenes in the show. So right now I managed to get them to also in the living room. I'm gonna go back into live mode. Okay. So yeah, they're just sitting here. Added a foosball table, a fireplace, and a bookshelf. And then I think I briefly went over the kitchen. This is the kitchen. Not much to it. It looks kind of like the real thing. And then there's a bathroom back there. So I'll just tell you whose room is whose. I won't like go through each room right now because if I do like a tour thing, I don't want to explain everything right now. This room is going to be Jeffrey's room. The room right here is going to be, what's her name? Ashley's room. This is going to be Will's room. This is going to be right here. This is going to be the master bedroom, so Phil and Vivian. And this is going to be, I'm forgetting the names. This is going to be Carlton's room. And then bathrooms. And then we have the hallway. So yeah, pretty much that's the house for now. That's the house, not, okay, whatever. That's the house for now. So I think that's all I have to do for introductions. And now I'm gonna get into the actual gameplay. So yeah. We're gonna start right now. Again, as I said in this part, we're kind of just going to be meeting people with Will mostly. So right now they're kind of just talking to each other, which is I guess kind of nice. They probably wouldn't normally be doing this. I think that they're all pretty good for now. So what I'm gonna do is have Will actually go to the nightclub. But before we do that, I want him to meet someone. So let's see if we can do that. Let's travel. Okay, so we're just gonna travel. They're talking about like whatever, bye. So let's travel. Let's hurry up. Oh, just a quick note. Vivian is in her first trimester, so like the pregnancy has just started. So you probably won't see the baby for like another few parts. If it does end up being a girl, I guess we could still name her Nikki. But if you have any other name suggestions, you can also leave that down in the comments. and then maybe I'll use it if it does end up being a girl. Or if you want to change the name completely, like it doesn't have to be exactly like the show, then you could just leave name suggestions for a boy or a girl in not in the description, in the comments. So we're just gonna travel right now. I'm gonna see if I can go where I want to go. I'm not gonna tell you yet. It's like a surprise. I'll just let you know that we're visiting a friend who isn't actually his friend yet in the game, but we're gonna make them friends because they're friends in the show. So yeah. Okay, so this person actually lives in Oasis Springs. So okay, so he's home. So if you watch a show, one of his best friends, his name is like Jazz, and they call him like DJ Jazzy Jeff. So basically, I want to make a club with Will and Jazz, so that it will be like a DJ sort of club, but it's more of just a club so that like I can keep them, I don't know, together at times. So if they want to just hang out, I can just start a gathering. So yeah, I'm gonna make the club in like a couple minutes or a couple seconds probably. And I'm gonna choose the requirements and all that stuff. It's probably just gonna be them in the club. If you want to add like other, what is it? Not requirements, the other things that they like to do. I don't know what it's called. There's band activities, and then there's something activities. Just activities they like to do. If you have any suggestions for those, then you can leave them. I'll probably choose 3 and then leave 2 empty. So if you guys want to choose some things that they like to do, then you can just let me know. So yeah, loading screen. Also, I keep on telling you to leave things in the comments. Leave your opinion of this LP in general in the comments down below. Like, let me know if you like it. Let me know if you don't like it. Actually, don't do that. I mean, if you don't like it, then whatever. I guess you can let me know or give me constructive criticism or whatever. But if you do like it, I don't know. We're just like halfway through, so you don't know if you like it yet. By the end of the video, I'll ask again. So yeah. So we're about to get in the home. Okay, so here is Jazzy Jeff. Again, as I said in the show, he's like a DJ. So what I'm gonna do right now is have him friendly. Let's do a friendly introduction because I want them to be best friends, like in the show. Also, a lot of time with my games, like I don't really make friends. Like when I'm playing on my own, I just kind of I have them date someone and then they get married and then they have kids and then that's it. Like they have no friends. So in this part, not in this part, in this LP, I want to focus a lot on making friends, meeting new people, and just, I don't know, having fun. So yeah. So I think now that they know each other, he can add them to the club. So I'm going to create a club. I'm going to call it the Homies. Or the Homies? I don't know. Let's call it the Homies. We'll choose this one, this icon of the headphones, and basically the age is young adult. If they end up meeting more people that they become friends with, then we can add them to the club as well. But for now, it's just going to be them. For some, okay, club activities, pretty much what I said. We're going to choose, okay, I guess video games would be something they would do. I also want to do DJ, so I think that's under, is it under hobbies? No, art and music. So DJ, I also want to work on their dancing and maybe something to do with food. Maybe they like to eat. I feel like that's something he likes to do in the show, so I'm going to choose eat. They like to eat. So I actually just left one option open. So if you have an idea for another activity that they can do, or even band activities, because I never do these, if you have any suggestions for band activities, then just let me know. And we're gonna make this invite only. I don't really know what to write in the description. I'm just gonna write "We're the Homies," and if you guys have better ideas, then you can let me know, or I'll think of something and put it in the next part. So I think for their club club hangout will probably be at like a club or something. Probably in Windenburg, just because there's more places for them to hang out. I mean, there are nightclubs in other neighborhoods, including their neighborhood, which is Willow Creek, but I like the ones at Windenburg, or may add one in for myself. But for now, it's going to be the Discotheque Pan Europa. I don't know. Whatever. Let's move on. Let's add him to the club. Okay. So I think instead of just hanging out here and talking, let's go work on our trades. Not on our trades. Work on our skills while hanging out. So since he doesn't have a job, or like he's not in school because he's a young adult, then we can really focus on like his aspiration and what else? His friendships and stuff like that, like meeting new people. Because I feel like if he had a job, it wouldn't even make sense, because most of the time in the show he didn't have a job. It was like on and off. But I feel like in this it would be better if he just doesn't have a job. So right now we're going to go to the nightclub. So let's start a gathering. We're going to gather at the discotheque. I never used the rocket ship. I'm just reading this right here. You can find rare collectibles in the rocket ship. I never use it. I never do the astronaut career. I don't think I've ever tried it. I might eventually in like my own gameplay, but I've never tried it. Okay. So yeah, we're going to the nightclub, and they're going to just hang out there, meet some people, maybe work on his aspiration a bit, meeting new girls, which is something that he likes to do in the show. Okay, so we're at the nightclub. The homies club gathering has started. Okay, so I'm kind of glad that I didn't name them the homies, because it would have been like the homies club. You know what I mean. Well, I hope you know what I mean. So right now, I mean, there's not much people on the dance floor, but we're going to go dance together because, I don't know, we're at the club. That's what we're here for. There's no like, I mean, there are girls, but I'm pretty sure Eliza Pancakes is married, and I'm pretty sure, what's her name? Moira is married as well. Also, what I think I'm going to do is, I actually made one of Will's girlfriends in the show in this game, and I think I'm gonna have them meet and probably date for a bit, but they'll eventually break up unless I want them to stay together. But like, he's a serial romantic, which I'm pretty sure the main part of this is to like date a lot of people, so he probably won't stay with her, or she may be the last one we date. We'll see. So yeah, we're just gonna dance. Again, there's like mostly guys here. Let's see, is this DJ kind of cute? I mean, I'm pretty sure she's an adult. Oh no, she's a young adult. Let's go talk to Tina. Can we talk to her while let's do a friendly introduction. She's probably gonna stop DJing, but whatever. That wouldn't stop Will. So let's stop dancing and do a friendly introduction to whatever her name is. Tina. Oh yeah, she stopped DJing. But whatever. So yeah, friendly introduction. They're about to go talk. Okay. You wanna stop dancing now? Oh, okay, they're talking. It says it's an unpleasant conversation. I don't know why. Let's just do the friendly introduction like I said. And we're going to give her a heartfelt compliment. I think the homies club is probably just gonna be guys. I don't know. I feel like it's just be him and his guy friends. And then if he eventually has girl friends that he wants to have a club for, then we can make that too. So yeah, most of this part is just going to be him hanging out with his friends and meeting people, as I said before, and then we'll probably like do a little bit with the other characters as well, because I want to bring in the other characters like I made them, so that we could play with them as well, and it would be more realistic. But obviously Will is the main character, so he's going to be the main focus. So we learn that Tina is hot-headed. Well, I mean, his uncle's hot-headed, so I'm sure he knows how to handle that. Let's talk about the latest party, even though we haven't been to any parties. And then let's do something funny. Joke about teachers. And okay, so knowing Will, he'd probably already be flirting with this girl. So let's try that. Let's see if it works. It probably won't, but you know, it's kind of, what is he? He's alluring, I think. So I think that kind of helps for that. And he's also romantic, so I think those both combined will like help out. Oh, it worked. Okay. You know, maybe she'll be our first girlfriend. Who knows? So yeah, let's keep talking to her. Let's exchange numbers. I feel like that's something he would do. Be like, hey girl, can I get your number? Let's see if it works. Ooh, it worked. Okay. I guess because of his traits, it is working so much better. Because normally, if I tried these things, they would have been like, nope, I don't want to talk to you. Let's see. Is he hungry or anything? I think he's good. Oh, he's kind of hungry. Let's go order some food. Right over here. I think the bartender is just getting here. And then afterwards, I want to take a photo with, what's his name? What's his name? Jeff, Jazzy, whatever. Okay, I keep on forgetting everyone's names. There's so many characters. I don't normally play with like so many Sims at once. Like I usually have like one Sim, and then I play with them, have them get married, and then like they have kids, and that's it. But I never usually start off with so many Sims. And like even when I have kids, I usually have like one kid or two, and then that's it. Or I don't even have kids. I just play with the young adults. And I don't even think I've gotten to Elder more than once because I just don't, I don't know. I never finish a game. But I want to finish this one. Not right now, obviously, but I want to have this one last a while because I spend a lot of time on creating it and I want it to be good. So I hope you guys like enjoy this and aren't like really bored. So yeah. So he's ordering some food and I think Jeff is, I'm gonna call him Jeff or Jazz, whatever. Jazz is not dancing anymore because I started talking to the DJ and she's not doing her DJing. I don't even know if that's proper word anymore. But maybe Will try the DJ booth. Maybe he'll get like DJ skill just like his friend. So yeah, he's just eating right now. Let's get it quick. Okay, so yeah, he's just eating a burger and then we're gonna go and try out the DJ booth. And maybe if he likes it, we'll get one of our own. Can we use it? Probably could use it. I guess because the DJ's still in the room, we can't actually use the DJ booth. Kind of sad. Okay, whatever. Well, I guess now we should just hire another one because we kind of. Let's get a headliner actually. No, let's get a cool DJ. I like the ones with the mask. I think that's what the headliners are. They have like a DJ mask. And it reminds me of that group. What's it called? Daft Punk. What? Daft Punk? I don't know. So yeah. Okay, so let's finish eating and then we will hopefully have a DJ come back. If not, we're just gonna go home because I'm not waiting all day for a DJ. Let's go talk to Jazz. Let's talk about the homies. Let's talk about our club. Like, let's talk about each other because they're the only people in the club. So let's talk about ourselves pretty much. That seemed like something he would do. Sorry. Let's just actually get them to be at least friends before we leave. Because, I mean, he doesn't have a job, so it's not like he has anywhere to go, really, except to bed. Um, he says, hanging out with Will Smith is the main reason that I enjoy the homies. Well, that's good, because he's your only friend. And he's the only other person in this group, so it's like you don't really have a choice. If you don't enjoy his company, then you shouldn't be in the club. I don't know why I'm showing off my muscles. Let's not do that. I feel like it's kind of weird. Let's tell an unbelievable story. Be like, remember that one time when we, and then, I don't know, fill in the blank there. Okay, let's speed this up a bit. Let's get to know him better. Okay, come on, guys, let's chat. He's happy. Jazz is happy, and we're confident. And this is from exchanging numbers. Totally digging me. This could be the start of a beautiful relationship. It's nice. Let's see if that actually goes anywhere. Okay, so let's see how he is right now. Okay, so he technically doesn't have a romantic relationship with that Tina girl yet. But maybe eventually. So yeah. Sorry if you can hear like noise in the background, because I don't have a great mic yet, and like I have my doors closed, but they're kind of yelling. So if you hear anything in the background, I apologize. And I'm sorry, I'm really quiet for like parts of this. Like I'm thinking. Okay, so I actually have to go for like a couple minutes in this. It probably won't even look like I left, but yeah, I don't know. I had to go do something. So we're back. What we're going to do now is probably head home. It looks like Jazz is feeling uncomfortable, and we're starting to feel uncomfortable and flirty for some reason. So we're gonna go use the washroom and then go home. And also like check on the other. Look, this is when everyone comes. Next time we're coming at like 12 because everyone comes really late. I guess that makes sense because it's a nightclub, and then they leave at like 4 a.m. So I think that just makes more sense. Let's stop dancing. That would be nice. And just go use the washroom. Let's end the gathering actually. Maybe that will get them to stop talking. Okay. I don't know if they're friends, but they're pretty close, like so far. Like if they talk for a bit more, then they'll be friends. We can even like send him a text message when we go home. So we're just gonna use the toilet and then go home. I think this is for a different club. Let's see what club it is. This isn't ours. Or no, it is, because we set this as our whatever. We set this as our venue for our club. It's so stupid. Anyway, so like this, we could have just hung out down here. Next time, I'll know. I'm probably gonna end this part like pretty soon, because even though it hasn't felt like this long, never in the game, this part is mostly supposed to be like an introduction, so that like you know what it's gonna be about, and the next part will probably be more like getting to know the rest of the family, and we'll also probably meet like his first girlfriend. Not that the girl will already be his girlfriend. We'll meet whoever's going to end up being his girlfriend. So we're going home now. I hate how long it takes to leave. I mean, I could just travel, I guess. I don't know if it would work easier, but this is fine. I'm just gonna go home right now. Okay, so we're back home, of course. Basically, I don't know if I said this already. These rooms are also locked. well, just this door, and there's another door from this hallway to this room, because this is like Hillary's section, and like they don't really need to be in there because they have their own rooms and their own kitchen and all their own stuff. Like Hillary can come into the rest of the house, but they can't go into her part of the house unless for whatever reason I needed them to. Oh, so there's Uncle Phil and Vivian, and there's her pregnant Tommy. I think she should still be in her first trimester. Oh no, she's in her second trimester in 4 hours. So I'm either gonna end this part in a couple minutes, or depending on how long. I think the third trimester starts after like 24 hours. Like once they're in their second trimester, it's like 24 hours, and then their third, because it's like 3 days for the entire pregnancy. So we might stop right as soon as she reaches their third trimester, but we'll see. I think I'm gonna send everyone to bed right now. Will is already in his bed. I guess he was tired from the club. But we're gonna just send everyone to their beds, because why not? I mean, some of them are kind of hungry. Whatever. They'll eat in the morning. I mean, they were home the entire time. If they were hungry, they could have eaten. It's not my job. Well, technically it is, but you know what I mean. And we'll send everyone to their rooms. Why is Hillary up here? Did I accidentally click on her? Okay, Hillary, this is not your room. You do not need to be up here at all, actually. Like, you never even need to go upstairs. Like, there's no reason. Let's just go to sleep. We're gonna send Jeffrey to his bed. And then once they're all sleeping, I guess once they're all awake, we'll be back. So Jeffrey's finally going to bed. I'll see you once they're all awake. Let's actually do this first. Auto lights, all lights. So lights are actually off while they're sleeping. And yeah, okay. So we're actually back. I woke Jeffrey up first, simply because it just makes sense, because he needs to make breakfast. So let's put this away. Okay, I think it's in the middle of the counter. Oh, okay, it's right there. Put it in the sink. Go in the sink. Let's go in the sink. Okay, whatever. I think it's in my hands still. You know what? We're just gonna leave it there for now, because who cares? We're going to serve some scrambled eggs. It's gonna bother me. I'm going to dispose of it somewhere. Let's put it right here. Maybe it'll go in now. You know what else is a problem? That I have to move objects on. Sheet. Okay. Okay. No, it's not. Let's try turning it off. Oops. I did not mean to do that. I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm sorry if I'm really quiet at times, because like my mic isn't that great. Well, I'm not really using a mic. I'm using like headphones. But I don't realize like how quiet I sound until like later on, because my headphones aren't that great. I'm gonna buy a new one eventually. A new headset and like mic, so that the sound quality will be better. But for now, this is what I'm using. Let's do BB dot move objects off. Now, let's see if we can get this in the sink. Okay, perfect. It's in the sink. Okay, so Jeffrey is making breakfast. Well, he's supposed to be making breakfast. I don't really know what he's doing right now. Kind of just standing there staring at it like, look at this scrambled eggs that I have to make. I don't want to make it. But he has to. I hate when they don't do things or they take forever. I don't know if it's just my game. Okay. As soon as I shift the screen, he starts doing it. Okay, so he's just making some scrambled eggs for the family. We're going to speed it up a bit. I don't know why everyone's still sleeping. I guess they're just really tired. I mean, it's like 10 a.m. So actually, let's see how they are. Can any of them wake up? I mean, they could all wake up. I'm just gonna let them sleep through it. Why not? I don't think they have work today. Vivian doesn't start work until tomorrow, which is good because that's her last trimester. And Phil doesn't work until tomorrow. Oh, he works right now. So Phil is actually going to work. Wait, no. No, they're not. What are we talking about? It says work in 23 hours. I don't know why it says they're going to work. Because it's already past 9 a.m. So let's actually come down here and call everyone to the meal. I mean, some of them are still sleeping. Oh, okay. Hillary's the only one sleeping. Let's wake her up. Come on, Hillary. Okay, so they're all gonna eat. So we have this table right here, which obviously can't seat all of them, but we have that little stool where Jeffrey's eating, and we also have like these couches. They don't need that chair. Oh, Ashley's actually gone. I forgot that she's a teen, so she's actually off to school. She didn't do her homework. Whatever. This LP isn't about like school. It's about Will and his friendships. You know what? I think we're good for now. I'm actually going to end this part right here. And I hope you enjoyed the first part of this LP. It's been long awaited. I've been working on it for like a week, which may not seem like that long, but it was pretty long. I spent a lot of time building this home and creating all these characters. And a few things that I want you guys to let me know if you make it this far. Let me know what you think of the LP, obviously, because I want to know. Also, let me know if you want to see the house tour, like a full in-depth house tour, and let me know if you want to see all their outfits. So if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you in my next part. Thanks for watching. Bye!